Pickaxe.
Thanks for dropping into the cast party. Join the cast and crew as they are cottywompled from their Hollywood film set into the crazy world of Fendrea. And action!
Garrett enters a deep sleep as he falls unconscious on the cavern floor. His mind races, but it settles quickly. He remembers strong hands pulling a bandage taut around his head. A nasty fall left a deep scratch down the back of his skull. He fell right before his biggest day. He was lead set designer along with special effects for a local community stage play. He was still a freshman in college, yet already had so much responsibility. Garrett's name meant something. Not a lot, but it was in people's ears. They were talking about him. A sold-out show for the next night, and he fell from a ladder while putting in another set of spotlights. The hands pull taut one last time. Coming around from behind him is the only person Garrett truly connects with. The only one in his family who still seems to care about him. His older brother. He had just been named house manager of the theater. It was both their big break. One of those strong hands falls to his shoulder as his brother squeezes and brings him in close. He said, "You're good. Keep your head up. Shoulders back. Dust it off. Feel your pain, but don't show it. Never let the world see your hand before you're ready to reveal it." Garrett remembers the lightheaded feeling as his vision blurs again. But the hands of his brother were there to steady him and help him rise from the floor beneath the ladder. His brother walks over to the nearby control panel and turns on the spotlight that caused the fall. Garrett is bathed in bright light in the center of the stage. His eyes close.
Our Patreon is now free. Yes, you heard me, free. Patreon.com/castparty now has a free tier available to show your support for the show, which also grants you access to our community Discord, home of the most wholesome and amazing community this side of the TTRPG world. The cast and crew is an incredibly active and wholesomely aggressive community that hosts regular TTRPG games together, game nights, hangouts, and so much more. Join in on the fun, chat with the cast members, and become a part of a truly special community, all while showing some love to your favorite D&D podcast. Patreon.com/castparty. Get going, come on, click the link down in the show notes. We'll see you there. Thank you all so much for listening. Enjoy the episode, cast and crew.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Cast Party. My name is Colin McManus, and I will be your director for today. I am joined by my equal cast and crew, Ryan McManus.
Hi, Sebastian Vivaldi Greensleeves, an emo at heart musician who, at the very start of filming Through the Realms of Myria and freshly moved to LA with not much money to his name, was approached by Xander to conduct a side project. He had an idea for a product, but needed someone to run audio for the film shoot to ensure the quality was good enough to sell. Using the ego and muscle of the main actor, Xander had convinced Jett to produce and sell a fitness program called Sweat with Jett for a quick buck. Sebastian eagerly agreed for a cut of the profit. Their first workout is currently available for viewing, actually, and yes, this is a real thing. This is not just an intro, we actually filmed a 20-minute hilarious workout spoof video called Sweat with Jett in character that can be viewed by all patrons of any tier. So if you want to see the high-quality exclusive content that we provide to our loyal fans, patreon.com/castparty is the best way to support the show, get behind-the-scenes info, ridiculous monthly one-shots, and so much more. Patreon.com/castparty. Colin?
Bitch.
Thank you.
Anna Brisbane.
Blueberry Sky Elven Druid actress who's heard many stories about the Berlin Wall from her parents, who met in West Berlin in 1989. Blueberry's father was directing his first feature film, a documentary on the eventual fall of the Berlin Wall, and her mother was in a Neue Deutsche Welle band. So Koqar reminds her a lot of the stories she heard growing up of a city politically torn with a big wall and one scary, dangerous side and one relatively safe but nervous side.
I like that one. That was good. Yeah. That's so cool.
Nigel Deacon.
Who loves attention? Xander Gucci Supreme, who during the filming of Miria filmed a lot of behind-the-scenes content that he definitely should not have filmed, with the plans of releasing it after the movie came out because he knew people would want to see these truly humanizing clips. Blueberry struggling with a bottle opener, Kingsley fast asleep in the middle of a scene he's not in, Jett walking around with a kick me sign on his back that he can't get off because he's too muscly. Xander called this his fan roll, because it's what the fans want, baby. Now, you can't find those clips at fanrolldice.com, but you can find tons of sick dice with a sweet 10% discount using code CASTPARTY. Go check it out.
Let's go. Let's go.
Thank you. Thank you.
And Vince Perino.
Hi, Vince Perino, Jett the Bolter Chambers, the big burly heartthrob who has trouble telling the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek. This actually cost him one of the biggest roles of his career. He was about to get a job in one of the new Star Wars movies. During one of his last auditions, he, instead of saying Darth Vader, accidentally said Darth Khan. And as a result, he was not given the position. So in turn, he needed another job, and that is what led him to the role of Through the Realms of Miria.
The lore.
Interesting.
Ooh, sci-fi to traditional fantasy. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about what happened last time. You all made your way across the bone fields, avoiding the large monstrosity tunneling beneath the sands. Xander shot down a vulture before it could alert the large snake worm to your location. Blueberry turned into a giant eagle after summoning a spectral eagle to cause a distraction. Sebastian summoned some goblins to have them scatter in all directions before turning everyone invisible. Eagle Blueberry grabbed everyone in her talons with Jett in the bag of holding and began flying. Bombarded by sand as well as a large bat-like lion, Blueberry was able to stay flying, getting you just outside the city of Koqar. The beast started jumping up at you all as you flew, and Jett simply told it to leave. And it worked. You flew over Koqar and landed among the deniers. You were quickly swarmed by nervous guards. You convinced them you were not feeders and were trying to leave Kaerith. You promised to do your best to save as many people from Koqar as possible, as well as to get Tor's brother, Aster, from the other side of Koqar. He was to be killed for having fed on a beast, but was able to escape to the other side of Koqar, through a passageway in the crypts beneath the city. You learned about Nyla and how the schism happened, being brought upon by Ilhelm, as well as learned of Everus, the god of equality, and how the worship and search for equality led to the war that caused the schism. You agreed to help Tor by getting Aster back, and in return convinced him that he would speak to the people of Koqar. He would take you to the leyline and into the rift between the city. While in Koqar, you sought out Eodric and told him of Bergwin's death, and that he was to go to the Mother if he wants the cure for his daughter Ingrid. Jett felt an evil presence inside her and tried to repel it, but it fought back. Eodric said he would think and make his decision and that you should leave. Tor took you to a nearby temple to rest a moment before sending you off to the other side of Koqar. You traveled through the catacombs on one side, across a statue of Everus that spans the rift, up the catacombs on the other side, and into a temple. Inside, you saw a recently carved "I'm sorry" into the stone in front of another statue of Everus. Now, you stand inside the temple. A slight breeze of some air comes from the broken down dome above that lets in sunlight, illuminating the crumbling statue. And so the scene is set. The question is, what will you do next?
This is kind of sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think it was Aster that did this? It's probably right. I'll take a picture of this with the statue and the "I'm sorry."
You looking at the picture?
Naturally. Who takes a picture and then doesn't look at it? Like,
You see this statue of Everus looks just like it did, except you see these large tentacles made of stone coming over his shoulder. 3 large tentacles. At the edge of these appendages looks to be gaping maws.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna keep that one to myself. That's like I'll bring it up when it's necessary, but like I don't need to freak anyone else out right now. You guys want to just head out? Are we good to go on the hunt for Mr. Astor?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we have a game plan for that?
Yeah, if he's not in the church like they said he might be. I feel like we gotta have some sort of plan before walking out into that world.
But are we like sneaking? Did you make us all invisible already? I'm looking at my hands.
That was before, sorry.
Okay.
Didn't Tor tell us to go through the buildings? Or am I making that up?
I don't remember, but I know he said that the buildings are so big that sometimes they even don't contain the monsters now, but they're still like overly big.
What does that mean? What is an overly big building?
It's like a whole city of Jett's house compared to over here where it's like suburbs, you know?
Okay.
What?
They gotta contain the monsters somehow, but they're still growing, so sometimes they're still broken.
Are you saying it's like a farm?
What?
I don't know. I'm confused.
I'm also confused.
Don't worry about it. Let's just be safe.
Let's just take the farms to wherever we're going.
I think it might be time to bring Sebastian up to the farm. Wink, wink.
What?
My dad said that about our fish once.
You're gonna kill Sebastian?
That's what that means?
I think it's his time. He's clearly lost it. Anyway, let's be quiet. Let's not bring attention to ourselves. Like, I guess we could walk out and be like, Astor, hey, Astor. But that's probably not conducive to our safety.
Probably not.
I maybe shouldn't have just yelled that in here.
You know, with the being a church, it is a little reverby.
There's no ceiling.
You're right.
I don't know if that helps or makes it worse, but
Maybe that does make it worse. I definitely can't make all of us invisible. I might be able to do a couple, but
We have a potion, but it's only for one.
I could probably do the other 2 if we needed. I'm feeling pretty drained. I'll just throw that out there.
Like, are we gonna be attacked on sight? Or, like, do we need to pretend like we love eating blood? Like,
Are they even gonna talk to us?
Can we make fake blood? Maybe we could, like, trick them, saying, oh, we have blood, we're good. You don't have to eat us.
I feel like if we have something that they want and are showing them that, they will then attack us for that thing.
Like sharks.
We could just, like, throw it somewhere, and then they could be like, oh, we're gonna go there, and then we just sneak by them.
All right, so let's go with this idea. Can you please make fake blood?
Yeah. What color are the good berries?
Pink or red?
So I could just take a bunch of good berries and just squish them together and put them into a little bottle. The juice, I should say.
I've got a vial if you need it. Oh, there's poison in my bottle. That would be sick.
Perfect. Oh, let's mix it together.
here's 5 good berries.
Hold the vial up. And I just squeeze them over the poison thing.
What color's the poison?
I got this vial of poison in like episode 4, so I don't know what color it is.
It's not good anymore. It expired.
How does poison expire? If anything, it just gets worse.
It just gets more
No,
poisony.
if poison expires, it means it's not effective anymore.
I don't think that's right.
Now it's a healing potion.
Yeah.
It's very liquidy still. It definitely is not as thick. Though the color's pretty decent.
Hey, Xander, what do you think?
I'm gonna be honest, I did not believe you could do it.
Color
Me impressed.
Do you want to hang on to it?
Yeah.
Here you go.
Okay, yeah, we're heading out. Does everyone have their temp HP?
Yeah, I'm good.
My what now? My temp HP.
Your temporary HP laptop back at home, they just want to make sure that you can return it after we get back.
Ew, yeah. If I had HP, it would be temporary.
Got him.
As you leave the temple,
Wait, we don't have a plan yet.
Yes, we do.
We're
We're
going
leaving
out.
the
We got
temple.
the-
That's the
Oh my
plan.
God.
We have a blood, fake blood lure.
She's holding it. We're safe, guys. Look.
No, that's only if we get talked to. Don't try to draw attention.
as you leave the temple, you are greeted by a set of wide yet very straight roads ahead of you. On either side of the road stand these towering buildings rising from the streets, stories and stories high. Most of these buildings are still standing. Some of those are broken down or destroyed, these once great facades cracked and weathered. You see ahead of you are a few different directions to go. There are no signs left here, and for the most part, each direction seems to be kind of more of the same. Feels like you're in a city that you've never been before with no map and without a clear direction. So with that, who is leading?
I guess I walked out first with the blood, right?
Yeah, I assume Jett.
We're gonna go as quietly as we can, too.
Let's start with Jett. I want you to make me a survival roll.
19.
I want you to roll me 1d6.
4.
Now that I have that, let's have everyone roll stealth.
12.
11 for Jett.
19 for Sebastian. He is looking up at the sky a little bit and whispers to Xander, "Man, look at these overly large buildings."
17.
Walking down this main strip here. As you're walking, you're looking at the different types of buildings there are, and you see what looks to be an old herbalist of some sort. Sign, mostly faded and on the ground, though it's in the shape of a vase with flowers in it, so you assume herbalist shop. The front of it has been broken open, there's no door on it. However, there is a ton of greenery here. It looks like the plants themselves have thrived since their owners have gone away. As you're looking through this city and as you're thinking about like, okay, where would Astor potentially be? Thinking about it, if someone was ashamed to have fed or does not want to feed, they would need a source of food. This place where plants still grow may be a logical location for that to be.
Without saying anything, I'm just gonna slowly make it in that direction towards that building. I'd like to get next to it and see if there's any windows or holes in the side of the building to try to look in a little bit as we're making our way through this area.
There is no door here anymore. It looks like something has either broken through it, but it looks like that would be long ago with how much greenery has grown through this opening. Give me perception.
9.
It is very green in here. There's a lot of different plants. To get a good look of whether there would be some sort of food-bearing vegetables or anyone in here, you'd have to get inside and start looking around.
Hey gang. I think maybe if we look in here, seems like decent spot. There's no blood. There could be carrots to make a stew with, so it could be a good idea if we go in and see if there's anything happening.
Don't rabbits just eat leaves?
They also eat carrots though, right?
Yeah.
That's a myth started by Bugs Bunny.
By like Big Carrot to sell more carrots?
Are you saying Bugs Bunny's part of Big Carrot?
Why else would they start that rumor?
He was trying to imitate Humphrey Bogart with a cigar.
Oh.
So they used a carrot.
Interesting.
Anyway.
So yeah, rabbits eat leaves.
He's still kind of a person though, so he could eat carrots.
That's not the point. Let's go.
It's a good idea, Jett.
Good idea.
Entering the shop, you see there is old soil everywhere. There's shelving that has fallen over and just greenery all over the place. Much of the ceiling and the floor is covered in vines with large leafy plants blocking the view of much of the shop. There is very little color in here. It tends to be muddled greens and browns, not really like flowers. In the back of the shop, as you're entering, you see a few things. A long countertop with mixing supplies, some like broken elixir bottles, detritus of some old herbs, stems, and powder still around. There's also a doorway towards the back of the shop.
Hey, Blue, does any of this look important or anything that might be edible? I don't know. Do you get any feelings from this area? You're connected to the plants more than me.
Sure. What do I think about these?
Roll me nature.
19?
Now roll me a constitution saving throw, Blueberry.
What?
21.
Blueberry, as you are looking around at these plants, you feel one of the vines grabs your leg and it stabs you. And for a moment, your leg falls asleep, but you're able to shake it off. You are taking 3 piercing damage as well as 3 blood damage.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Immediately seeing that happen, I'd like to take my sword out and try to chop it right in half.
Immediately loosens around your ankle.
I use my thorn whip mage hand to peel it off. Geesh, don't let those things get you. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend eating that.
The hell was that?
Alive?
Are they all?
Go step next to that one.
Okay. Wait, no, you.
You're the one that let us in here.
you're the one with big scary armor.
All right, fine. Take a closer look at them. What I want to do is look at where that vine came from and see if there's like a source.
Give me investigation.
14.
This is relatively easy. You just follow the vines. It's long sets of vines. They go all over the place, so you get lost once or twice thinking it might be over here. But it looks like the source is through the doorway in the back.
I'm going to just quickly twist my wrist on the bottom of the hilt of the sword, and it causes a spark, which causes flames to engulf the rest of the sword. And I'm just casting Searing Smite at first level on it.
Jesus.
I'll look back at everybody. Are you all ready? I'm going to break the door down.
Okay.
Sure. Let's go.
I raise my finger guns. Always ready.
I will hold a thorn whip for anything aggressive.
I'm just waiting.
3, 2, 1. Shoulder check the door.
Give me athletics.
14.
Break through this door, and then it doesn't quite move as far as you're expecting. And you see this opens up to a very small room. This looks like a small storage area. And does a 22 hit you, Jett?
It does.
The furthest part of this closet, it's about maybe 7 foot deep. It's not very big. Against the wall, you see a skeleton of some sort of being. It is being held together by these vines, and you see this vine just whips out and hits you. You're taking 2 piercing damage, as well as that 2 blood damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
19.
That passes.
Yes.
Xander, take your shots. Blueberry, use your Thorn Whip.
23.
That hits.
2 26s and a 23.
All hit.
9 piercing.
34 force damage.
Sebastian, you feel just at that moment something touches your ankle.
Oh my god.
And as you look down, you see one of these vines starts gripping you. But as that Thorn Whip goes in and all of those Eldritch Blasts hit, it goes limp. And you see even some of the ones on the ceiling start falling, almost like ropes hanging from the ceiling.
God damn, I think you guys got it. Holy shit.
What was that?
We've been together this whole time, and we've never encountered it before, and this is not on Earth, so don't know.
Fair enough. I don't know. Maybe you know some sort of mystical knowledge that's come to you from the trees. I don't know.
Oh, she's like the Lorax.
I have so much more mystical knowledge now. I can read anything. Things change, Blueberry, even when we're all together.
Director, do I have any mystical knowledge?
As far as you know, you can deduce that this could feasibly happen on Fendrea, but this makes way more sense for Kaerith, and you felt your blood leap your body. Whatever caused this being to be like this, it was driven by blood, and it stabbed whoever's in this closet here and has used it to feed off of. Now seems to be feeding in other ways.
Damn.
It drinks blood. I don't know what to tell you.
That tracks.
Oh, ew, it almost ate us.
Just not eat us, but drain us.
Ew, even worse.
That's so much worse.
Jett, is anything in there other than a shrivelly vine man?
I just see a bunch of vines and this thing. I think this is it. Let me take a better look, though.
Jett, since you're in this little closet here, you see that whatever woman this used to be, very dead. This happened so long ago. You do notice that around her neck is still a very small satchel, and it is closed.
I'll slowly walk up a little bit closer to it. I reach out with my sword, try to snip a part of it off so that it falls off the body. And I'll try to sweep it towards me with the sword just so I stay as far away as possible from the body. I'll pick up the satchel and just throw it to Sebastian. Here you go, buddy. This is all I can find.
What is it?
I don't know. Look in. Looks like a wallet or something.
Did you look in? I'm afraid.
No, I didn't look in. I just got... dude, I'm tending to my wounds right now, and I'm like wiping the blood off my face from the vine whip.
Sebastian will hold it, fully outstretched arms, and like wince one eye.
As you peek inside, you actually hear some, not quite jingling, but some things hitting together. And as you look inside, there seems to be a couple gems. Looks like these would potentially be worth quite a lot of gold. 225 each.
Okay.
We gotta sell the
Nice.
gems, though.
Yeah.
Also in this is a small vial. It has a very thick red liquid in it. And as you look at it, you notice the vial's only about a quarter full.
Oh, it's more good berry juice.
But it's not a lot of it. Is this like backup blood? Can you tell? I feel like of anyone, you would know what weird blood smells like.
Yep.
I hand it over to Xander.
I got that bat nose, so I can just sniff.
Give me an investigation.
15.
This smells like very concentrated pep in your step.
Ooh. Okay. All right. This smells like that potion we got way back in the day. Pep in your step.
That's soda?
Yo!
Yeah. So, if anyone gets hurt, we got a little heals.
But it looks like jelly.
It's a jello shot.
Hype!
Those are dangerous.
Jett, you finish your looking around of the herbalist. Do not seem to find anything that would seem like there is a human that would be eating here.
Unless there's anything else you guys want to check out in here. I don't know. I feel like this is it.
I'm just gonna walk out because we didn't find anything. Still stealthily as best we can, but
I'm going to let you guys keep your same stealth checks, and I'm going to ask for a survival check from you, Xander.
that's a nat 20
Hey.
for a total of 22.
Roll me a d4.
Ooh. 2.
You decide to take a different direction. You walk further into Koqar. You are sneaking through the streets, again, trying not to make too much noise. Ahead of you, you see what looks to be a large intersection. Looks like there's a massive building that has collapsed, blocking the path further in the intersection, but you can see that there's a left and a right path here. And as you come up to this intersection, you wait and you survey left and right. All of a sudden, you hear a splat. And in front of you, there is a carcass of a dead animal.
Oh. What do I see if I look up?
From above, easily 10 stories up on a balcony, you see a man covered head to toe in dark clothing. He's got this long black hair done up in a ponytail with a tight black bandana wrapped around his head. His features are hard to make out from here, and he's watching you.
I'll try and sign Aster in sign language. Xander knows sign language.
You can see he immediately puts his hand up to his mouth, and he makes the sign of an X with his arms and then points down the left intersection. And then he draws his hand across his throat.
I put up a thumbs up to say that I got it.
He points to the beast that he dropped. It used to be squirrel-like, has some insectoid antenna coming out of the head. It does not look to have been fed on.
Did he throw a bait down here?
I'll point at it, point at him, and then shrug my shoulders, motioning do you want this? As best I can.
He points to the beast, mimes eating something, and then goes,
He shrugs. So I look at it and I shake my hand in front of my throat no thank you, not for us.
he points to you, nods, points directly below him where there's a doorway.
Oh.
Oh. He was trying to see if we would jump on it. He wasn't trying to lure feeders here. He was trying to see if we were going to leap at it.
Oh.
And because we denied it, I think we're good to go. I think we can meet him now.
Yeah.
Look up, thumbs up, look at everyone. That's him. Don't eat the squirrel. And I'll start heading towards that building.
I was so tempted.
You head up. You see the main entrance to this building is a large set of double doors. As you enter, you see what looks to be a once beautiful atrium of a large building. There's these glass chandeliers that used to hang high from these arched ceilings. They now sit shattered along the ground among broken down benches and tables. It looks like this used to be a communal place of some sort, whether it be of worship, a restaurant, political in nature. Anything hinting to that has been lost to time. This whole building is dark, though. You see a small lit candle just up a winding staircase at the back of the room. You know that the man was about 10 stories up.
Do you guys want light, or do you want to just hold our hands?
I'm a little spooked, but I feel like light might not be the best idea. Unless he's, cleared out his house. That's a lot of rooms, though.
This is not a house, Sebastian.
Right, overly large building.
I'll lead. And who has the light again?
I can turn anything into a light.
How about you just be ready to cast light if anything happens?
Sure.
You or I could lead the way.
I'll go first, because I can see in the magic darkness.
I'm gonna hold up the rear since I can see back here.
Walking upward, you see the winding staircase continues. Each floor you walk up has a little landing before the staircase goes on up. The first landing has wide hallways and large rooms on either side. Again, this looks like it would be more communal areas, but perhaps more secluded. The next floors seem to be a mirror of each other, almost like apartment buildings. Long hallways, consecutive rooms on either side, and about 8 floors up. Xander, what's your past perception?
12.
As you get to what looks to be just about the top of the staircase here, going up to the 9th landing, you trip a tripwire.
Sick.
And you hear a small bell.
What was that?
That's close enough.
Okay.
You aren't feeders, then what are you? You aren't from Koqar.
I'm vegan.
Fuck it. I'll say it. We're friends of Tor, and we're looking for you.
We think.
Come to the top of the stairs. That's it.
Okay.
Let's get some light now.
I will tap Sebastian on his guitar, and it just lights.
That's so sick.
You get to the top of the stairs, you see the man about 30 feet ahead of you down the hallway. He is standing behind a large overturned table, and he's resting a crossbow on it. Tor sent you?
Yeah. There's a bit of story to this, so I just want to preface that. I'm going to give you the abridged version, all right? Bear with me for 30 seconds. We're not from this plane. We are trying to get back to our plane, and when we mentioned that to Tor, he said, okay, great, we'll bring you to the ley line, but you need to go find Aster, and if you bring him back so that we can go with you to the other plane, then we're all friends. And so here we are, looking for you.
You're trying to leave Kaerith?
Yes.
How?
We have a magic cell phone, and I know you don't know what that is, but it will bring us to the last plane that we were in, which is not our home plane. We're twice removed from our home plane.
The material plane.
How does this work? Why aren't you doing it now?
Your brother won't tell us.
He won't tell us how to get to the ley line safely without finding you.
What is a ley line?
Source of magic. Big source of magic. It's like we're guessing it's down at the bottom of the river. That's like between the two halves.
Like power lines, but for magic?
Your name is Aster, right?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Xander. Nice to meet you. Can I approach a little bit closer?
If you wanted to kill me, the 4 of you could have done it.
Yeah, definitely.
He gestures you over. Looks like he has taken refuge in one of these old apartments. As you all walk in, he drops the crossbow to the ground. There is a single mug on the area by the balcony, and he grabs it. I don't have much to share, but if you want some, it's cold.
Can we tell what's in it?
Tea.
No, thank you. I appreciate it. Any of you guys want some?
No, I'm good, thank you.
Yeah, no.
Maybe I can help you out here, and I'll pull out my teapot and pour some fresh tea.
Oh, shit! The teapot!
He immediately burns himself, but he's excited about it.
Are you hungry? Have you eaten anything?
I'm starving.
Do we have any other good berries?
Yeah. We only used 5, so I'll hand over one of my good berries.
He devours it.
Aster, how long have you been here? Is this the first meal you've had in weeks, it seems like? My God.
4 days.
4 days? Have you been here alone?
Yes.
Well, let us help you.
You want to take me back to Koqar, so I may die?
No. It's the last thing we want to do. If we wanted you dead, we would just do it right now.
I cannot go back to Koqar without being killed by those that are left.
We will make sure that won't happen.
Your brother is going to attempt to convince them otherwise without alerting them to you being alive still or being there or anything. It's either going to be everyone gets to go or just the 4 of us, you and your brother. And that's kind of the deal we landed on.
Blue has one plan on a way to sneak you in case things go wrong. But before that, I think you should explain your side of the story on why you fed. Just going off of Jett's worry and trying to get a sense for people's intentions, I think it's good to talk about and air out the room.
Takes off the bandana. As he does so, you see those ears flop out. And he shakes the bandana a little bit and turns it back right side out. So you can see the symbol of Everest. I'm not a feeder. It was one time. I was a priest of Everest. Ever since I was born. After the schism, we all wanted to pray to what was normal. And in Koqar, praying for equality, praying to Everest was normal. I often prayed in the catacombs beneath Koqar. In Koqar, there is no equal. In death, we are all equal.
I feel like we've heard that somewhere before. Back on our home. Wasn't the Raven lady like that? I don't know. That sounds familiar for some reason.
You might be onto something, but I maybe. I don't know. She was all deathy.
Yeah.
Before the feed, I worked in Koqar. Taught people about equality and to believe in Everest, to pray to him, that looking for advantages in life leads you to do evil things. One day, I was praying, and I was attacked by a creature in the catacombs. I was deep in prayer. I thought it was a sign. I thought Everest wanted me to feed, as a connection to him was so strong in that moment, and I did. And I immediately regretted it, and then I was hunted by the Wall Rangers. When I left, I had to step on the face of Everest just to get over here. I was lied to and I fell for it.
Aster, we're not ones to judge you for what you've done. It's judgment free here, but we need to know, you don't have that urge to feed again, do you? If you feed once, does that mean that you need to feed again in the future?
I haven't. And it's been years.
Can I do a good old ocular pat down? Just to see if he has any little appendages? While Jett is interrogating him, I just want to give him a once over.
Give me investigation.
8.
You don't see anything, but he also is wearing clothes. There's rips and tears, but it doesn't necessarily look like there's appendages. Primarily humanoid other than these ears.
I'm guessing that since he's been out here for so long and he doesn't have any additional appendages that we can see, I think we can trust that he's not feeding Jett. I think he's okay.
Do you still worship Everest?
It's hard to hear.
Understandable.
I still reach out. But now I'm not sure if every time I felt him, if it was truly him or not.
Or if it was Nyla.
I need you to tell me of this ley line. It is a power source, you say.
Uh-huh.
And you can get us there.
Well...
Your brother can.
We need to get you to your brother to be able to get to the ley line.
Did he say how he'd get you there?
Nope.
Not full details?
I had a friend, long time ago. Childhood friend named Leslie. Grew up together on the safe side of Koqar. She was a wildly skilled inventor and tinkerer, and she was obsessed with making Caerith a home worth living for. She tried to do her best to make life easy on the other side, but it was never enough for her. She wanted to rid Caerith of Nyla's presence, break the ties between Caerith and all the other realms. Years ago, she left the safe side of Koqar with a group of soldiers in search of a power source strong enough for her machine to work. She never came back. I thought she was dead. Now that I'm out here, I hear everything. I hear her singing at night to a child. If she was able to figure out anything on how to create that way to block Nyla from the realm, then if she's still here, she might have it. And if you know of a strong power source, we could break Nyla's hold on Caerith.
So if that machine works, Caerith goes back to what it once was, and we don't have to send 300 people to Helios. Plus, another thing that is very worrisome, Nyla has shown up here physically once before, on that freaking bridge. I'm so worried that if we activate that source of power, that she might show up again.
We can take her.
God, I hope so. Because if we can get the machine working first, then that takes Nyla out of the situation. It fixes Caerith, we can still go home, these people have their home back, and we're back where we need to be to get back to our home.
You would have to leave first.
Oh.
If we sever Caerith from all other planes, how would you get back to the material plane?
Oh, true.
Good point.
Leslie dreamt of Everest showing her a grand tree sitting in a tower made of stone. The room dark, black floors and walls, a bright white tree standing in the center. She said the realms were connected by tethers that reach far from one to another, like tethers we just can't see. The tethers aren't always strong, they can be broken, like the branches of a tree. She dreamed she could break the branch that leads to Caerith. Nyla would no longer have a way of taking hold here. That peace could be brought here and rebuilding could be done. If she was right, if she perfected that machine to break the branch, we could use it at that breakthrough, the ley line, as you called it.
How do you know that Leslie is trustworthy? There's never been any red flags?
The only red flag I would expect is if we get there and she doesn't look elven anymore.
I mean, if she's been inventing her whole life to make Koqar and Caerith as a whole better, based off words, I feel like that's pretty trustworthy. But again, that could change when we see her.
Well, it can't hurt to go find her, right?
I know at least the area she sings from. I'm not much of a fighter. I've been too nervous to leave the safety of the upper floors to get to her. But with you all, we could potentially get there.
I think we can do it.
Yeah, I'm in.
Is this a we need to go kind of thing?
Can we rest for the night?
I know I'm feeling kind of tuckered out.
What if Nyla is just here? Physically. And then this machine severs Caerith and traps Nyla here and she's still here.
Then she won't be able to be summoned anywhere else. We have a fighting chance. I don't know. It's not a perfect system. We don't know where she is. We only know she was summoned here at one point by Ilhelm, and then her influence spread across Caerith. It's not a perfect system. Hell, we don't know if the machine still exists or it still works. But it's an option.
Hey, that's what we are. The options.
We can rest for the night, if you wish.
We'll be up bright and squirrely.
Maybe not the right place for that joke, Xander.
What joke? Oh. My bad.
We can all stay here, or if you'd like some privacy, there are other apartments on this floor. I'm going to reset the bell trap.
I guess I'm good here. I don't know. As long as you don't mind.
Strength in numbers.
Might be safer that way. And he leaves the room for a moment. You may all speak as you wish while he's away, if you'd like. He has to go down that hallway to reset that trap.
What do you guys think of this?
We'd have to leave before the machine even does its thing.
Yeah.
And then we wouldn't be able to take them with us. And then what if it doesn't even work?
It's an extra step, but if it works, it's a win-win. They get their plane back and we're back home. And we don't have to worry about housing 300 extra people.
If it works at severing and she's here and Nyla's here, then we don't have to worry about Nyla getting anywhere else. So that's a win.
We're not even going to know if it works or not. We just have to put our faith in these people that it is going to work, because if it doesn't, we're kind of dooming 300 somewhat sane people.
We're at least trying, you know? If we don't try, then the realm's doomed anyway, right?
Yeah. They had no hope until we came along. So it's an extra step, but I don't think it's a bad idea to explore. As long as you guys think that we'll be able to make it to Leslie safely. We haven't gone through much harm at all here, aside from the plant woman.
And the dude that stabbed you.
Yeah. But we don't know what's in this side of the city. That's what I'm worried about.
We can take it. We've been through some pretty wild stuff. You got possessed by a vampire. I turned into a giant bat.
Jett's a dragon.
Jett's a dragon. We've been through some stuff. Blue hasn't had an arc yet, so we don't know what's going on with her.
I'm just trying to keep you all alive.
I'm sorry we're making that so difficult on you.
Yeah.
Is this a route that we really think that we should take? Just, again, blindly putting our faith into these people we don't know. We've seen where this has brought us in the past. I just don't know if it's something that we should possibly go after.
I am very scared/wary of leading someone we don't know to a huge magical power source.
And we don't truly know what that source is.
Or what else that machine could do.
I can tell you that Aster is sincere.
I think we can all tell.
So this is something that Aster truly believes. There might be some naivety there, but we won't know until we try, right? We can go find Leslie and decide not to do it.
I think we should just leave it on the table, but not make that our main priority. Remember what our priority is in the end. Let's get back home.
Both scenarios get us back home. It's just, do we want to try to help these people? The way that I'm seeing it is we have two options, one of which has an A and a B. So we can go back with Aster right now, and Tor can just show us how to get down to the ley line. But then that means we have to then make up our mind if we want to save 2 people or if we want to potentially save 300 people. Or we go find Leslie, we help out Aster, and then hopefully Leslie's machine works, and then they can figure out what they want to do from here. And we at least know that we tried.
With that amount of power, though, is there any chance that it could affect the other worlds? Like the plane that we're trying to get back to, there's no way that they could just connect to it and bring all of this shit that's occurring here to there.
If it works, they said the connection was cut.
We just don't know the full repercussions of everything that could happen. So that's why I keep saying we shouldn't just blindly go into this. Let's at least go with our plan of what we were doing, and along the way, feel out the rest of it.
I think that is our approach here. We're not going to Leslie with the full intent of saying, we're ready to do what you're doing. Because even Aster probably doesn't know the extent of what Leslie's thing does. If we go and find Leslie, have her explain what they're trying to do and how it works, then we can make a decision from that. Right now, it's like we can either force Aster to come back and just go with Tor if Tor's telling the truth.
Is Leslie even worth risking our lives over if we're not going to go that route?
Aster re-enters the room. If Leslie's alive, I'm not going to Koqar without her.
Fuck.
And he walks out onto the balcony.
Okay, well, all right, Jett, you were right. Let's head and find her, and we can make up our mind along the way.
Yeah.
As you guys get comfortable for the night, from the balcony, you hear some soft humming. Aster looks like they're looking down the pathway.
I'll just stay up and do like a first watch until Blue gets out of her trance, just to make sure nothing hinky goes on.
Y'all head to bed. Aster is up for a little while longer, just out on the balcony, and eventually comes in, gives you a little nod before finding a place to lay down. They do grab their crossbow and bring it close to them, and you can see that they actually get to a spot where they can actively protect the hallway if they're awoken by the bell. But they fall asleep, and after a few hours, Blueberry, you have tranced and you are awake.
We'll watch while doing some yoga.
And you all get your long rest. That means you all get 10 blood back.
And 11 temp HP, right?
Yes.
You all awaken in the morning. Takes a little bit for Xander to awaken from his slumber as he was go to bed a little bit later. Xander, when you do wake up, though, wow, your pocket's so heavy.
So heavy.
So full of number 5. Mambo number 5.
It is a gold piece.
Oh.
Does it look normal?
Feels like it really wants to be in your right hand.
What?
Don't do it.
Don't.
I mean, I probably pulled it out with my right hand, so...
And it feels like it's really happy there.
What the fuck am I holding?
This is a gold piece that comes back to your right hand when you snap your fingers within 30 feet of it.
Oh, like a coin on a string. That's so sick.
I love that.
My God. That's like the perfect Xander item, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay, what about my flask? What's in there?
Oh, and the donuts. Just go through your rolls. What do we got for donuts?
I got 17.
It is a root beer float.
Yo. The best way to start the day. And how many donuts do we have? 4. I'm going to give one of them to Aster.
Blueberry, can I have a good berry?
Yeah.
I don't know why we've never done this before. I'm going to shove a good berry into the hole of the donut and then eat that. So it's like a flavored donut. And then I'm full for the day.
Let me see how many charges I get on the staff. 3.
Are you all ready to go?
Yeah, here's a donut.
Where did you make this?
It was in my bag, and I show him the flat paper bag.
And you guys head out. Aster brings out crossbow, has it loaded and ready to go. Takes a deep breath before opening that front door. Pushes forward and keeps you all very close. We're going to just find the building, go in, get Leslie and any of the guards that may still be alive, and get out of here.
Lead the way.
It's one of these buildings up here on the right. And as you're walking through the streets quietly, you suddenly hear a loud scream from a building ahead of you. The door flies open, and an elven woman with this bright white hair starts screaming, "Help! It's got my daughter! Please help!" And she looks around the street in a panic, and she grabs a metal rod from the ground before rushing back into the building. Leslie! And starts rushing towards that building.
Aster.
Oh, shit.
Stay on guard, everyone. Running in cautiously.
You all follow, and as you get to the doorway, let's all roll initiative.
God damn it.
God.
17.
11.
Dirty 20.
22.
Sebastian, you are first. You rush into this building. You see just out of the corner of your eye, this woman rushing in, bursts through this doorway and heads down the right hallway.
I'm just gonna rush in. We're just gonna go 30 feet forward. Can I peek around the corner or no from this point? I'm basically in the first hallway, just adjacent to the right hallway. Can I peek around the corner and just see if I can see anything?
You see the hallway is long, and you see that she has just burst into a doorway on the left side of the hallway and entered into another room.
I'm gonna park myself here and just look back at everyone. She ran down the hallway and then took the first left. I'll hold an action with the crossbow if anything hostile enters the hallway, but other than that, that'll end my turn.
Jett, you're up.
Running in, as we get up towards the steps, I'm going to wipe the mud off of my boots almost, and I'm hitting them together. So I'm activating my boots of speed. I'm going to run 35 feet north.
Jett, as you get to this point, you see another large room here. You see a staircase that is blocked by this large rock. It looks like part of the building has collapsed here and made it so that you wouldn't be able to get upstairs here. But you do notice there is another doorway off to the west side while she is down the eastern hallway.
I'll slap Sebastian on the back as I'm running by and just say, thanks, buddy, I got it.
Good luck. Be safe.
I will dash. Using that dash, I will just run in the direction that she has gone as far as I can.
You are able to burst into that room. You see that she is not alone in here. There looks to be an old Koqari guard here, as well as there's more doorways to the west and the east.
I can get a little bit closer to that guard with the rest of my movement speed. Does it look like he's doing anything? Does he have anything in his hands? Like, what do I see with him?
He currently has a spear in his hands.
It's just her and him, and he has a spear in there?
Yep.
That's my turn. I can't do anything else.
Sebastian, you hear from the inner sanctum more where you see that large boulder off to the left. You hear a manly scream, and you hear gnawing of sorts. You hear the sound of weapons clanking.
Hearing that, I'm going to look back to Blue and Xander. Jett went after, I'm assuming, the daughter, but now there's something deeper in. Big sanctum to the left. Gnawing, ripping, and weapons.
Gnawing, ripping, weapons. Oh my.
Jett, wisdom saving throw, please.
26?
You see this guard move closer to you. Eyes go blood red. And he says, "Attack them." And for an instant, you start turning around with your sword drawn towards your friends, but you're able to shake it off. He sees that. Both him and this elven woman move closer to you. She is going to attack with that lead pipe. A 9 does not hit. And he's going to attack with the spear. A 21 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
You're going to take 3 piercing damage.
God, Esther, not who you think it is.
Xander, you're up next.
Shoot, now I'm torn. Lying naked on the floor. I don't know if I should go after Jett or if I should go investigate that clanking dog growling sound. I'm going to trust Jett and think that he can handle it, so I'm going to move 30. Fuck it, I'll dash right into the doorway up to the left of the staircase.
You see a man, looks like a guard of some sort, and he's being attacked by a large rat-like beast the size of a medium dog.
I'm gonna shove the rat with my mage hand. It is a strength save, please.
14.
It is moved 5 feet away.
You push it into this door that's in the back of the room here. It's a big set of double doors in this kitchen-y area where this man is being attacked. But you're able to get that rat dog away from the man.
That's all I can do.
Blueberry, you are up.
There's a rat dog attacking a dude.
Oh, what? Where's Aster?
You see Aster is still outside with you. You see that Aster, before you guys left, had the crossbow, as well as he brought a scythe.
Hell yeah.
Was that Leslie?
Yes, that was her.
Jett just said not who you think it is.
It's her. That's her hair. I noticed it from anywhere.
Okay. I'm gonna run in and I'm gonna dash 90 feet.
Damn.
You have a movement speed of 45? When did that happen?
Oh, you took mobile, right?
I
Or
took
something?
mobile, so yeah. Oh, bonus action. I'm gonna send Frederick in the balloon to help Jett.
Oh!
Yay!
So he's just gonna float over to you.
Sebastian, you see Aster run in behind you and down the hallway to the right to try to get to Leslie. That is back to your turn, Sebastian.
Seeing 3 people go down the hall and only one person, a little lone Xander, run up into the main chamber, I'm going to follow up behind Xander 25 and just place myself right behind him in the doorway, just so I have an open view of the, I'm assuming, dining room-ish area. And I had the crossbow out, ready for an action. I'm just going to take a quick shot at Rat Dog. 18 to hit.
That hits.
7 piercing damage.
It is dead. You see you are able to push it into this doorway. That bolt just sticks it to the door. And as you're watching, the rat gets pushed into the door. The bolt goes through it. It stays, and then it almost falls through the bolt and onto the ground
Ew.
Ew.
as it falls to gravity.
It like sloughs off it.
What the hell did you do?
I just shot it. I'm going to reach into Xander's pocket and grab the sending stone so Blue and Jett can hear me. The blood things are goopy! And let go.
Yeah, blood is goopy.
Can you take the stone out of my pocket before you start yelling? He just reached in and held it in my pocket.
That's my turn.
The blood things are goopy. Same, bro.
You know, in a panic, that's all I had.
Jett, you are up, and you have a Frederick floating around you, Jett.
I'm just going to hold up my hands ready like a dodge action. Look at Leslie. Leslie, stop. We're here with Aster. Look. And I'll point back at the doorway. We're friendly. I promise you. That's going to be my turn.
Where the frick is her daughter?
What if it was the rat dog?
Uh-oh.
She looks at Aster, looks at you, has that hand drawn up to attack again with that iron pipe, and instead reaches out her hand and touches you. I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
What? 26.
For a moment, Jett, she reaches out and she touches your face. You can't remember why you're here. You push her off as you see her and you look around for the child, and she swings at you.
What the fuck?
Miss, he swings at you. He has to roll with a disadvantage. He did not hit with the disadvantage.
Nice.
Nice.
There is a guard, however, that comes out of the room to the south of Xander and Sebastian.
Oh, no.
Both of these run up and flank Xander on either side and start attacking.
Ah, jeez.
Oh, boy.
Come on.
19 and 18 to hit.
The 18 doesn't hit.
9 piercing damage. Not magical.
Non-magical, let's go, baby. Let's throw some hellish rebuke back at him. I need a dex save from the one that hit me.
Ooh, fail.
42 fire damage.
He bursts into flame, and the body falls to the ground on fire, and the fire quickly subsides as the body turns liquid and falls through the cracks in the stone.
Oh my
What the
god.
fuck was that? What did you
What?
just do? You asked me what I did. What the fuck did you do?
Oops.
As the liquid comes back out of the cracks, you see Leslie standing in front of you.
What the
What is happening?
There's some hinky shit going on here.
Is the house Leslie?
Xander, that's your turn.
Damn, that is some whack shit. I'm going to, just because they're so close and now I'm like Considering how quickly that rat dog went down, I'm like kind of unsure. So I'm going to cast Booming Blade, and I have my Dagger of Blinding, where if you hit someone in the eye, it blinds them. That's the...
Oh my god.
I'm attacking her. That's a 16.
Hits.
5 plus 2d8. That's 9 damage total.
She goops.
She goops. They're weak. They're weak.
She goops down into the floor. Blueberry.
I send into the sending stone. The goop people are weak. Over.
Goop people? We don't have any goop people over
What do you
here.
mean goop people?
Hit her. They are goop people. They'll go into the floor and come back.
I just look over at Blue, just completely confused. Like, the fuck is he saying?
I don't know.
Hit the people.
Hey,
Hit the people.
are you Leslie? What's going on? Hello? Can you understand me?
It's got my daughter.
Then why are you attacking us?
It's got my daughter. Please help.
Leave my friend alone! I'm gonna Thorn Whip her. 24.
That hits.
9 piercing.
You now understand what goopy people mean. As this thorn goes through this being and almost like a popped water balloon soaks into the ground beneath this hard wood here. And Blueberry, with that, I will ask you for a perception check.
25.
Blueberry, you see that not only is that goopy blood pooling into the ground, you think, oh my god, what is that? Is he goopy too? And as you look at this man who's still standing here, there's a bloody tendril connected to his foot that goes underneath the floorboards. And it seems to be leading somewhere else in the house.
It looks like this guy's connected to the goop too. Look at his foot. Aster, do you know what's going on here?
You killed her, Leslie?
She's just goop and this guy's just goop. You don't know what this is?
No.
I think she's in trouble somewhere and they're maybe mimicking her. Bonus action. Frederick's just gonna bounce to the left and right around Jett's shoulders and try to distract the goop to give him advantage.
That is Aster's turn. Aster is frozen in fear. Sebastian, you're up. Jett, you're on deck.
Kill the goopman.
What if we go where the goop goes?
Do you see where the goop goes?
It went into the floor.
Okay. Well, lead the way.
And I grab Xander's hand and dimension door us to the basement.
Oh,
Oh no.
Is there a basement?
You grab Xander, and Xander, you're allowing this to happen.
I guess so.
You're both taking 12 force damage,
Oh no.
and you do not go anywhere.
What the fuck was that? Ow!
What did you do?
Ow! Ow! Why didn't that work? It always works! I wanted to go to the basement!
What if there's no basement?
Did I try to teleport into the earth? Oh my... Oh. Oh, okay. Let's not do that here. Oh, God. That's my turn.
Jett, you're up.
Guy right in front of me.
Uh-huh.
I would like, if I can, to attack that tendril.
Give me an attack roll.
With advantage.
26.
You hit.
10 plus 6 radiant.
You break through that tendril and instantly splash of goop all over, and it starts retreating into the floorboards.
With my second attack, could I try to unarmed strike but grab that tendril before it goes down into the ground and try to hold it in place?
I'll allow you to try to grapple it. So you're going to make an athletics check, and it can use athletics or acrobatics.
17.
Dirty 20.
You
The
bitch.
fuck?
Oh, slip away.
Jett, while we're all fighting, there is a faint echo of...
Cause baby Jenny's got bad blood.
Oh my god.
just echoing through the walls of the house. And I would like to give you a D10 of inspiration for 6.
So Jett, you grab it, you pull it up out of this floorboard, and it starts to slip through your left hand. You're able to hear that bad blood, and you're able to come around with your right hand, grab it, and almost twist it around your hand a bit so that you have a better grip.
With my bonus action, with my Shieldmaster shove, instead of knocking it down or shoving it 5 feet, could I try to pull it?
I'm going to let you yank the tendril.
Hey, yo.
With that, I'm just going to ask for a investigation check.
6.
All you know is whatever it is jammed somewhere. This tendril goes under the floorboards and then goes horizontally some direction.
As I'm doing that, I'm like yanking on it and trying to pull. I'm looking back at Aster. Aster, does this look like Leslie to you?
I don't know.
Wake up and do something.
Jett, from the location that you had just seen Leslie, you see another one of these tendrils pop up, and it emits this liquid and forms a guard next to you. This one is not as tender as the last one, as it rips its hand to try to grab your head, and you almost feel its hand goop around your head. I need another wisdom saving throw from you.
18.
That fails. You feel this thing almost pull in at your memories. You're taking 57 psychic damage.
Huh?
You are now memory drained. Until you finish a short or long rest, while memory drained, the target must roll a d4 and subtract that number from any ability check or attack roll it makes. You know where you are. You're just forgetting. Like, who was that just went through the floor? That person by the door, you know you're supposed to help them. What's their name?
I'm going to do something as a result of that too. As that happens and I'm kind of forgetting what's happening, I'll just looking around and I let go of that tendril because I just don't even know why I'm even holding on to this thing.
You get inspiration for that. You let go of that tendril as these two guards that are left, there's one by Xander and there's one by Jett. The one by Xander attacks with the spear, getting a 9. Attacks Jett for a 16. Xander's turn. Blueberry, you're on deck.
Well, not knowing what's going on over there, I'm just going to attack with Booming Blade again. 14 to hit.
That does not hit.
I'll shove it. I'll attempt to shove.
Fails. You push it. Blueberry, you're up.
I'm wondering if these goops would react to anything in particular, but I don't really have anything except maybe ice, but that's a big spell. Just gonna Thorn Whip it. Natural 1.
You see this being actually does grab that Thorn Whip as it comes, holds it for a moment, and whips you around a little bit.
Ah!
Makes you stumble a moment. You will not get your bonus action this turn. That is Aster's turn. Deep breath, runs in, attacks this guard in front of you, Jett.
Yes.
That is a miss. Sebastian, you are up. Jett, you're on deck.
Kill it.
I just grab Xander on the shoulder. Is this Leslie? Leslie just popped up out of nowhere, but Leslie ran the other way. Is Leslie behind this?
No, I don't think so. It's the goop people. The goople.
The goop people have Leslie. Leslie is not the target.
Right now, I don't think we can choose. Just get rid of that thing so we can find out what's going on.
You got it. Pull the trigger on the crossbow. Fucking nat 1.
God damn.
That's 2 in a row.
Actually, you know what? No, we're gonna lucky that. We're gonna lucky that. I peek behind because I'm in the door frame. I peek behind the door frame, but I pulled the trigger too quick and the bolt just went into the door frame and I just do a quick reload. 15?
Does not hit.
Damn it. What a waste. Can you take him? Do you want me to go see Jett?
I got this. Go help them.
All right. And then I'll run 30 back the way I came towards the main entrance and then down the right hall towards where Jett and Blueberry ran.
Jett, you're up.
Blue, should I hit this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh. Okay, I guess I'll just use this thing. I'll grab my sword and try to swing at him. Dirty 20.
Minus D4.
Oh, shit. That's minus 1. 19.
Still hits.
16 radiant and 9 slashing or whatever with my sword.
You are able to destroy it. And you see that tendril start to retreat.
Blue, that was correct, right?
Yeah, I don't know what the alternative would be.
Okay, all right. I guess I'm just gonna see where the guys are, and I'll start walking out the door.
You do so, and you see Sebastian walking towards you.
Booking it down the hall. Is everything okay?
Everything's good. Well, I don't know what we did. The thing I slashed at a guy. It just disappeared. So I don't know. Guess we're going home.
They come back.
Oh! And that's my turn.
Xander, you are alone in this room with one of these beings.
Uh-huh.
And you see, again, another one of these pop up directly next to you.
Whoa.
But also, to the north of this room, you hear a door be pushed open. Out from it is a grotesque mound of flesh that contorts and shifts. It oozes and moves, its flesh stretching and tearing to reveal these gaping, tooth-filled maws surrounded by clusters of octopus-like tentacles.
No.
The being resembles just that, a large, flesh-ridden octopus covered in suction cups. The tentacles move and writhe in an almost hypnotic fashion, and you can see small strands of these bloody tentacles connecting to the beings you had just seen throughout this building.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all.
It moves closer towards you.
Oh, that's big.
It is going to use its action to attack you twice with its pseudopods.
Ick.
19 both.
Both hit then.
23 bludgeoning damage, non-magical.
Sick.
As well as 23 bludgeoning damage. You can see this thing latches onto you with some of that suction cup for just a second, and you feel it pull.
Ah, my blood.
6 blood damage on the first attack, 9 on the second.
Awesome. Great. So good.
Those were its 2 pseudopod attacks, as this last one, it's not a pseudopod, it is one of the beings in front of you. Does the same thing it's been doing to Jett, grabs at your head. I need a wisdom saving throw.
18.
Fails.
Oh my god.
Any chance I can use my all or nothing coin?
Fuck it, sure.
Tails never fails. It's
Let's
Tails!
You pass, and you narrowly avoid the 43 psychic damage.
Oh!
With that, both of the guards are going to try to attack you. 19 is the higher one?
That one hits.
4. Xander, you are up.
I'm yelling now. It's just absolutely screaming into the void. Yo, there's a flesh monstrosity coming our way.
Sebastian just turns on a heel.
I'm going to summon aberration, Slod, and I'm just going to take the opportunity attacks and run away.
Guard misses. Flesh monster does not hit.
So I'm going back to the first doorway. I'm going to hang back there. Since I cast Summon Aberration, I can't do any other spells, so I'm going to have him attack. So it can do 2 claw attacks. 21, 22.
Both hit.
First hit is 17 slashing, and the second is 15 slashing. And it can't regain hit points until the start of the aberration's next turn. That's my turn.
Blueberry, that is you.
Quick glance around the room. Run out of the room. Jett, what's going on? Sebastian?
I don't know. I just saw it came out and Sebastian just kind of was running out towards us. And then he just stopped on a dime. He's like trying to run the other way.
There was some guards. They slipped into the floor. They were all goopy. They came back. One was Leslie. Then she died. And now Xander is screaming that there's a big fleshy blood monster.
Okay, we gotta go. Aster, should we leave?
We should find the device if it's here.
Device?
Leslie's.
I'm going to cast Locate Creature and try to find where Leslie is within 1,000 feet.
You know that Leslie is not in this building, but there almost feels like you're finding her towards the northwest of this building. If she's there, she's not alive.
Okay. I do sense something here. Something that is like Leslie, but I don't think she's alive.
If she's not alive, then we have to take care of this thing and get out of here, because if this thing grows, that's not good.
Can I shimmy past Jett? I'm gonna run into the room with the stairs. I'm gonna wild shape into a stegosaurus.
Sick.
Okay.
Whoa, it's so big.
Okay.
That is Aster's turn. Aster moves closer to you, Jett. Does not rush past you. Sebastian, you're up. Jett, you're on deck.
I'm going to walk up 10 feet into the doorway so I can see through the main chamber into the dining room. Blue, hold on 1 second before you charge on in there. And we are going to cast a 5th level fireball as I play the intro to Through the Fire and Flames.
No, my slot.
I'm going to angle it to where it's basically hitting like a straight line from me all the way to the back room, so your slot isn't affected by it.
Okay.
So a dex save from Big Gross Creature, please.
It can't be that dexterous, right?
It can't be.
16.
That fails. Oh, it was kind of rough. 34 fire damage.
Double it.
Whoa!
Oh.
68 fire damage.
I knew there was something.
I turned to everyone. This shit is flammable. Go.
Jett, you're up.
What are you shooting there, Sebastian?
Big old fireball.
Why?
The gross, disgusting monster creature through the chamber.
The red one.
You might want to get on that.
Oh.
Please light it on fire.
Okay. And I'm going to get as close as I can to it. I am going to use my breath weapon.
Okay.
Isn't that ice?
Yeah. So roll that cold damage.
5 cold damage.
Wow.
Jesus.
That is our goopy boy's turn. Xander, you see one of these guards appears right next to you in the doorway.
Damn it. Go away.
Xander, you see this thing grabs you with both hands on the face, and I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
23.
Passes. This soldier is going to try to attack you, misses. The other 2 are going to rush up towards Jett, which are in the room with the big goopy boy. Dirty 20 is the higher one.
Dirty 20, yeah.
And that is max damage. That's 9 damage. You still got a pseudopod attacks, and Jett's within range. 1 misses. The other one's a 24 to hit.
How much damage?
21 bludgeoning damage.
Yo, come on, dude.
And 5 blood damage.
Oh, no.
Xander, blueberry on deck. Xander, this thing is starting to look desperate. You can even see it in the mannerisms of the soldier that appeared next to you.
So since homie next to me looks kind of rough, I'm just not even going to bother with him, and I'm just going to shoot at the big thing. 3 Eldritch Blasts heading its way. 21.
Hits.
19.
Hits.
Nat 20.
Attaboy.
First 2 hits are 12 for the first 2 hits. The nat 20 is 21 for the last one. The slot's just gonna go now. A nat 1 and then a 25.
Do your damage with the 25. It has 9 HP left.
Okay.
I kill it because it's whatever I roll plus 8.
It is the slod's.
So the slud, it leaps onto the monstrosity, mouth agape, and just like does a big clean claw swipe right into its own mouth.
As it just consumes this bloody flesh. In that instant, you can see all of these guards turn to goop and they fall to the ground. Those tendrils fall as this disgusting monstrosity being also does the same. This time does not get pulled into the ground, but you start to hear dripping as it drips just beneath the floor into the cracks.
Is everyone here? Is everyone accounted for? What's wrong with Jett?
I'm a dinosaur. I am a stegosaurus for no reason now.
I mean, you look really cool, and you could get us the fuck out of here. You gotta be fast, right?
I'm gonna walk up these stairs and try to push this rock.
Give me athletics.
19?
You definitely start to move it. It will probably end up falling down and like crashing through as much of the floor as possible if you move it too much.
I'm gonna go over to the side of the stairs.
I'm gonna try to push this down the stairs. Watch out.
Okay, I'm gonna step out of the path of the stairs.
Yeah, let's go meet up with Jett, and we'll see what crazy fucking room this thing came out of.
Hey, guys.
Hey, bud.
What is that thing?
The Stegosaurus?
Oh, I thought those were extinct.
That's Blue.
Oh, right. Sorry, I don't know. I feel weird today. I think I need coffee.
You have tea. You could drink some tea.
Oh, yeah. And I'll just sit at the table and just pour some tea.
I'm gonna head into that back room and start looking for Leslie.
You look into that back room. You see a gruesome scene. Many of these tendrils holding bodies to the walls. Some are still taut. Others have loosened and fallen as the beast has been slain. Remnants of bodies at this point. You can see that maybe this was once an elven woman.
Oof.
As Aster walks in behind you.
I'm sorry, man. I don't think she's here.
I lost her once and feels like I'm losing her again.
Do you think her thing is still here? That machine you were talking about? I know it's hard for you right now, but I don't think we're in a place where we can stay still for too long.
He kneels down by the body and it almost looks like he wants to hug it, but it is no longer recognizable. And he stands up and he moves over to a nearby desk. It looks like people were living here for some time. Goes over and he finds a journal, as well as it almost looks like an axe made completely of stone, implanted with these various gems, and then there are these etchings on the axe that lead from one gem to another in like these intricate patterns that look like runes. He passes it off to you. And then he starts flipping through the journal. They were trapped here by monsters that roamed Koqar. They were able to barricade the house, lived here for some time, tending to the gardens inside and using magic to get sunlight to let them grow, keeping any blood away. Leslie worked on the device as best she could, but without a stronger power source, it wouldn't work. They tried praying to Everest in multiple temples. They tried using powerful magical crystals that were reserved for protecting Koqar before the war. They tried to use the power of the elements, even being struck by a lightning strike at the tallest peak in Koqar. It didn't work and it fried the device. She rebuilt a new one. But without sufficient power, the branch would remain and Koqar would be left to destroy itself with Nyla's influence fueling the destruction. I think this is it.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. This sucks. We should probably get out of here.
We take this to the ley line.
Just as you say that, this rock dislodges.
There's a big crash from the other room and it startles him a second.
Oopsie.
Oh, okay. Yep. Let's grab that. Blue, we're coming.
Yeah, let's get going.
As you guys walk out, you see Jett just starting to stand up from the table, and he's just like wiping the tea that's spilled all over him off his chest and face.
Did you forget how to drink?
No, it's I don't know, something shook the room, man.
Oh, Dino Blueberry, hop on. We gotta go.
We're going?
ASAP.
Did we find the stuff?
Yes.
We take it to the ley line and we break the branch.
That's a machine?
Break the branch with an axe. That's how you take down trees.
It's called a simple machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, hop on.
Everyone grab a spike.
As everyone climbs onto Blueberry, you start moving back through the dangerous side of Koqar towards the chasm.
Yeah, mean mugging anyone who dares look at us.
And for today, that's a wrap. Thank you all so much for listening. See us in 1 week because you just signed up for the Patreon because of our little intro. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah, you signed up mid-episode. Good on you.
Yeah.
Hey.
Why wouldn't they after that?
We have a free tier now.
Oh.
As of when this episode's out, you get access to our Discord. It's a way to expand the community and support the show. If you want the more exclusive stuff, you can sub, but we have a free tier now.
Oh, that's cool.
One of the first groups to try it out. We're so excited to see how it can grow the community.
Very cool.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
Whether you want to pay or not, join us on the Discord. That's where we chat. We're always hanging out with the people. We will see you there, and we'll see you next week for Behind the Scenes, where we talk about all the good goodies. Hey, this month, Nigel dropped a Murder Hobo one-shot. Come hear us murder hobo.
Not murder hobos. They are murder hobgoblins.
We're murder hobgoblins. Come hear us murder as hobgoblins.
There we go.
And remember, more people that join the Patreon, the more exclusive things that come out later on, too.
Goddamn right.
Hashtag sweat with Jett.
Hashtag cleanse Vince's hands.
Thank you again. And we will see you in 2 weeks for the next episode as we go back to Koqar and into the chasm.
Dun, dun, dun.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
I'm sorry, should I be on Roll20?
You should.
Oh.
Sorry, I should have said that to make life a little bit easier.
That's okay.
I'm a star student.
You are a star student. As well. You know what, Blu-ray, you get inspiration.
God damn it.
Anna has done this the past 3 sessions, been the only one on Roll20.
No. I have been on every time. I didn't get on today because you said we didn't need to.
I said you did need to.
No, you didn't.
You said possibly.
Oh, it's a penis.
It is a penis.
Oh, God. Hold on.
No, you left it as a mushroom head.
There, that's better.
It's not.
A little more chode-like, but okay.
There, happy?
There you go.
It's a robot penis.
Stop.
Kind of looks like a Minecraft
is
penis.
that
Yeah.
That's worse.
Oh, it kind of does look like a villager with the nose right here. This is the top and this is the bottom.
Oh, wait, we can be the eyes. See?
Hey, Sainty Love, you see that guy there? He got some big sword like Armand used to haul around, eh? That guy is big. Even Nimhi couldn't lift that sucker. What the hell is he doing? Is he testing the wind? Remember Bobby? Said they could taste the blood on the wind, and you know what happened to them. Ended up with Mason down in the chasm. Oh shit, does he have Miharu down there with him? Nah, that hair is blue. Never mind. That other guy down there with that bright shirt ain't even trying to blend in. It was like when Eric 5 thought bringing attention to himself would make Beast leave him alone. He was finished quicker than Ebab Flo can finish a Danish. Whoa, are they going into the old Jeski Fire herb shop? How did they know that's where I store my trading cards? I just got that holographic dub word. At least my metal Isuik box is under the floorboards. They will never find that. Lexi and I used to play Forerunner's Fate every night before she ate that goose and got wings instead of hands. Silly goose. Lexi used to run a Frankie deck, but mine, I designed all on my own. I called it the Polyamorous Swirl. It had awesome cards like Base Drop, and it had 3 New Yorks. Opti thought hers was way better, but wait, are they leaving? They don't even have the cards. What are they up to? Lady Lorax, can you keep an eye on them to make sure they aren't causing any trouble?